here. We are back for yet another Danganronpa video. How's everybody doing? How is it going? How we doing? Seems like we're getting near the end of the game. I don't know, things are getting dicey. Remember last time we were put into an impossible scenario and we discovered there was a bad ending to this game. Turns out if we betray Kyoko, she gets executed. And we all have babies with Hina. And turns out in the good ending, or on the good track for the ending, we don't call Kyoko out, and instead we almost get executed, but we're saved last moment by Alter Ego, who used the last of his consciousness to protect us from the execution. And then we ended up here in this garbage dump, and we're rescued by Kyoko and her ramen noodle hair. Now the two of us are going to work together to find a way out while we talk about her tragic backstory. So that's kind of going to be our plan for today's stream. This might, I don't know for sure, I'm not sure how much longer the game is, but it seems like we're in the end game, so this might end up being our very last stream of this game. I'm not sure. We will see. I don't want to, like, make any confirmations or anything, but the vibe I'm getting is that we're almost done. So, what's up, young set? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How you doing? How's your Saturday? Might not be too active to stream and play with my cousins. You're good. No worries. No problem at all. Hope you and your cousins have a wonderful time. Alright, let's talk to our girl. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything? I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Let's see if I'm right. I called that she was the ultimate detective. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate... Boom, baby! Called that like chapter 1. Let's freaking go. I'm the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective? I mean, it was kind of obvious.
Correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who? Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because... Oh, snap! Because he's my father. Oh, snap. So no wonder she didn't believe that, what's his face? The headmaster was the mastermind. She believed in her daddy. Aw, that's so sweet. Because he's my father. What?
In other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. That's why she defended him. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? She was defending her dad. It makes sense. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That does make sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't... Oh, snap, so she didn't say it to protect him. But I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I said. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However...
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in the school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
So...
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Excuse me. Interesting. I wonder what could be waiting there for us. Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
However...
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it? Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. Yeah, we got set up. The mastermind set up an impossible trial. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. No restrictions. You are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words...
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
Well, they would be if they were a student. Tee-hee. There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Yeah, that's how she ended up in our room. She was gonna kill us, and then Kyoko saved us. I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... that night? Yeah! During the night. I can hear them, you know? The footsteps of the God of Death. What? I can hear the God of Death as he moves. Okay, that's an interesting way to word this. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway...
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. That's when she saved us. I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However...
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Mukuro's, yeah. Whoever the mass assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right? You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words...
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro is the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking
That's
about
right.
What happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It seems...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're,
Indeed.
make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. Prepare for trouble and make it double. Yo, Team Rocket on deck, for real. That is the ultimate despair. That is our real enemy. Oh, snap. Chapter 5. Done. And we still have 6 survivors. Technically 7. Because someone's still alive somewhere. Oh, cool. We got a Dream Island rocket. Neat. I've always wanted a rocket. Can fly me to the moon. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. I can't sing. The Ultimate Despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. So how do we do that? Please tell me you have an idea. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room. Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the Mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Sure seems like it. I do want to check out this rocket ship again, though. It's a rocket and a tank. Okay, cool. We can't really do anything about that. Alright, let's do it. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Imagine if we couldn't. We just gotta be screwed down here. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then, click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. Quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Oh, snap. Ultimate pain, ultimate execution. Or no, ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. It's a lot of ultimates. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. I like how they just give us a little upskirt shot of Kyoko there. Very nice game, very nice. The ladder was impossibly long, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, and I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. Now you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family. Oh.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason that you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, is because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kyguy family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. Pop off Queen. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I would never have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. And more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. And I just kept climbing, apparently. Oh, yep, there we go. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. Come on, you big baby. Let's go, get in here. In or out, pick one. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it. On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Oh, shoot! Interesting. We never really had that paid off. That's cool. I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well then, here goes nothing. Reach my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. And we're free! We survived the execution completely. The hatch opened with ease, and so... we're back. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alright, now what? What do we do now? So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. I think there might be a problem. Just a thought. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little... no, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, let's do it, I guess. This should be interesting. I think we've got, like, a good case here. But at the same time, I feel very uneasy about confronting the crazy bear who just tried to get us killed. Just call me crazy. So the gym should be right here. Perfect. We definitely know we caught the mastermind in a trap based on the two endings, because in one of those, in one of the endings, Kyoko's the killer, and the other ending, Makoto's the killer. And like, there's no difference between anything. They just like, whoever of us got picked, they just automatically killed him off. So we know the mastermind set us up somehow. It's just not completely sure as to in what manner quite yet. What's up, Richard? Welcome to the stream. How's your Saturday going? How you doing? Hey, 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 hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much, but Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you? So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
Now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? What are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. It's going good, let's get chill and solve the rest of this game. Let's do it! I think we're almost done. Seems like we're getting there, because we're cornering the mastermind, so I'm assuming we're probably near the end of the game. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Wow.
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence!
That doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because...
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love so to inspire.
However...
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Oh, snap. She's got him. Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Oh, he's getting pissed.
Hey.
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
That's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
That was a good delivery.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what you suggested might be plausible. Oh god. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
Bear it!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that I have buried here. All the mysteries? That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify you as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good, then let's bear it all! If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
Guys!
then you win! But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement! When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all has turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure! So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go all quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
There it is. I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? Why are you mad? Why are you mad, Monokuma? He seems emotionally unstable. Oh, snap. Calling out that bear.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair. Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Surprised he let us off so easily. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, whoops, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
So...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
Don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept? You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would ever devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least...
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they had to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue. I mean,
Wrong.
I did. I'm just saying I did. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. It looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
however,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Yeah, let's do it. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Cause like, I have a couple of ideas in mind, but overall, I don't really know where this whole trial is gonna go. I mean, like, it's obvious that we were set up, but the circumstances surrounding it are still a big mystery. Like, I have a couple of ideas in mind, but like, nothing major. I'm gonna try the dining hall first. This seems like where they would meet up. Anybody here? Anybody here? No? Oh. Never mind. They are here. And suddenly we were greeted with... Stupid bear. What? You again? What is this? Did he malfunction? Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. I agree, yes. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Oh, there's everybody!
Makoto?
Hi guys, I'm not dead.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Hello, I'm not dead. Thanks for voting for me, by the way.
You survived?
Oh, even Toko looks happy.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
This time, hero, I am a ghost. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Oh, true friends.
Makoto,
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
Hmm.
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
it's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all a work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it,
However,
but his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the you spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? Made it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The Mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the Mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. Use the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the Mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here! For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the Mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
You hate me.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words,
Interesting.
one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
But figuring out who the Mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order. But maybe this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Oh, so she's saying one of us could very well still be the Mastermind. I see what she's saying. It seems unlikely, but it is still a possibility that we can't take the chance. So I get what she's getting at now. That does make a good amount of sense. Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So, in other words...
If the Mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the Mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the Mastermind is... one of us. There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, you get 16. So the Mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the Mastermind is one of us?
no way!
You can't be serious. But wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one we can't possibly ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? Did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are. You would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all these back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong, bing bong. It's nighttime. Time to go to bed. Now that you all distrust each other again.
This is a school. At this point,
Oh,
the
this is
killing
important.
game has now entered true ending mode.
It's official.
So, in the name of fairness, I will
Ooh.
unlock every room in the school.
That's interesting.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
That's interesting.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
So now we can explore everything. That's pretty cool. Oh, jeez.
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. Okay. But it's nighttime. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At
family.
this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. And off he goes. Somehow I don't think he's gonna be very successful. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
Cause, I mean...
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. Are we gonna work together? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. We should just see it as this splitting up to cover more ground. Then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right!
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. It's time. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So, I still am pretty sure then that body is Junko's body, because it was covered in the spear wounds from when she got killed at the beginning of the game. So maybe Mukuro is actually still alive, and they just used Junko's body as like a scapegoat kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor dorm is where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Alright, so I think we'll start on the 5th floor and then work our way down. So we'll start with the biolab, because I'm pretty sure that was on the 5th floor, right? And we can work our way back all the way down to the 2nd floor. Dojo, and then we can also hit up the dojo and everything while we're there too. Did we get the other wounds truth bullet yet? No, not yet. But I'm pretty sure the other wounds are because they used an already dead body. I don't have any concrete evidence besides the wounds themselves, but that's what my mind tells me. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give it me my precious time. Calm down. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get moving. Anyway, I'll see you later, Toko. Hello, what's up, Shadow? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's your Saturday? Almost done with the game? I'm pretty sure this is probably the last chapter. I really want to give you a compliment. It's a soft spoiler, not anything you don't already know. Save it just in case. Don't give it to me yet. Tell me after the official reveals happen. So save it for now. We got like 4 hours left. So this will either be, most likely next stream will be our last stream. So tomorrow night will probably be us finishing this game. Most likely. I'm guessing Hero's probably here. Or not. Where's the body? Yeah, where's the body? That seems important. Where's the body? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Yeah, it's just gone. I'm sure there's more around here I need to check. Why? Oh, the flower! What if they threw it in the flower? Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Well, I don't think it's directly related to the case, so I better keep my distance. But what if it ate it? What if they threw the body in the flower? I think I highly recommend doing the trial in a separate stream. Most people can get frustrated at its length. I'll probably do the investigation then, and we'll end when the investigation's done. That's a good call. Thank you for the heads up with that. Because that was kind of what I was thinking too, but now that I have like that concrete info, we'll probably still do that. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Alright, I guess let's check out the tool shed, maybe? So we'll probably do this investigation, and then we will wrap up the stream right before the class trial. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body, but it's not here, then it must be... I have no idea where. The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Alright. I watched like 20 streams of this, so I'm pretty familiar with how it goes. Valid. Very valid. It's that... I didn't click the lawnmower, I clicked the tarp! The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer must have left some kind of clue behind here. Huh? Oh, snap! Ooh, it's from the biolab. That's important. That's gonna be super important. I didn't notice this before. There's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab. then this originally came from the biolab? Tarp has been added to your truth bullet section. Alright, that seems important. So I guess let's go check the biolab now since it's on this floor. I don't think there's anything else in here we need to worry about. But where could the body have gone? I better start looking for it. I'm just hoping we get a Mario Kart stream soon. It'll definitely be happening soon, faux show. Promise. I have a couple of ideas for what we're going to stream once we finish this game. Because I want to take a break in between like finishing this game and starting the second game. So because of that, we're going to throw in some other stuff in between. Like some shiny hunting, some Mario Kart, maybe a Nuzlocke, that kind of stuff. So that'll kind of be our plan in between Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2. Some Mario Karts, maybe some Smash, some Pokemon, some shiny hunting, a Nuzlocke, all that fun jazz. Including everyone goes halfway through the game. That is wild. I thought for sure we were like 3/4 of the way done. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? I don't know, man. It probably is a giant refrigerator. Okay, those are the tarps. Just letting you know there's a character who curses a lot, so just know that before you decide to do it. It's fine. I don't care if I say the words. I mean, I just don't want me to say the words, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want myself putting those words out there. Just because, like, I don't want to accidentally, like, have, like, a 10-year-old watch me and then their parent hears me say some crap like that. But if the game says it, I don't care. If the game says, like, we had Mondo. If the game says it, I don't really care. It's all good. The stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Alright, I guess they're not important. What's up with this desk? So cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Alright then. Oh, these are... What are these? This looks like a morgue. Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It looks like a morgue, yeah. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Oh, shoot. So this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. I mean, I tried to. Now let me look at the desk. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. I don't know why that line was so funny. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy. I need to hold on. I need to count these bodies here because I think I'm 1000% right now. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. The writing in this game is so damn good. Okay, I need to count these bodies. Okay, so we have one. So I'm guessing these are all the different bodies, right? These have to be all the different, like the blue lights mean the different bodies. Some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. Is there 16 total? There is 16 total. That's huge! The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Oh my god! And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it says that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which means inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Oh my god. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay, that 1000% confirms that the mastermind used a dead body as the murder victim. Whoever was placed in the garden was 1000% already dead. 1000%. Because the booklet just informed us that when you store them in here, they stay fresh as a daisy, which could explain why the body still seemed somewhat new. It didn't seem like it had been, like, completely, like, rotted or anything, like, from far away. And that would also be why they wanted to get rid of the body so quickly, because they wouldn't want us to find out whose body it was. And also with the stab wounds that were all over the body that are several days old and clearly not important, that 1000% makes me think of Junko's body because she was stabbed by all the spheres. And if we take a look at this, there are 16 fridges here, 16 bodies for storage. And And there are only 9 lit up. There are only 9. There should be 10 people who are dead if one of the remaining 6 of us was the mastermind. So somebody's not really dead. Somebody faked their death. Somebody is not really dead. And they used Junko's body to fake their death. Oh my god. That is massive. Holy crap, dude. This is wild. Oh my god, I was freaking right. So 1000%, somebody faked their death using Junko's body, and they're the true mastermind. Because if there were truly 10 people dead, and one of the last 6 of us was the mastermind, there would be 10 bodies in the morgue. But because there's only 9, that means there's a 7th student who is still alive. Oh my god, that's so freaking cool! I love that you could figure that out. Oh my god, that's so sick. I can't wait for those streams, and hopefully we'll get this Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLC stream. Oh, we absolutely will be getting a DLC stream. Don't you worry about that, I promise. Did anyone explain the funny Easter egg with the bad ending? I wasn't able to make it last stream. I don't think so. I don't think anybody explained it. It was just that, Toko apparently exploded, and then every other character had a baby with Hina. That's all I know. Spots are for everyone in the killing game. Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. And we're 1 short based on this math. Sayaka, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, Sakura, Mukuro. That should be 10. So somebody's not dead. Holy crap, that's so cool. It's Leon. Yo, Leon's coming back, baby. Let's go. I will actively, like, pee myself if the Leon memes are correct and he really is the mastermind and faked his own execution. I will pee myself if that's true. 9 plus 7 equals 16. 16 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. If you spell out 8, it's Leon. Oh my god, dude. I just had the biggest brain blast moment. Holy crap. That is massive. Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my god, I love how you can figure that out without the game just being like, hey, there's only a certain amount alive. That's kind of weird, right? Alright, so we should go check the data center, and we should go check the headmaster's room. So let's go do that. Oh my god, we're about to get like a ton of more info too. Like, we might be able to figure out who faked their death. Oh snap, Byakuya has been busy. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry. Actually, it says student roster game, but that's fine. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently, class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
in other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro is a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seemed that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What? What?
So, in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. I'm listening, Byakuya, tell me. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be a sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background of an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. Okay. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take all reasonable measures. 16 divided in half is 8, and 8 divided in half is 4. What is 4 letters' name? Leon? It's canon. It's correct. I gotta say, not spoiling anything. You've probably done the best out of anyone I watch. I will take it. I love thinking through this stuff. Do you remember what Hiro said to us at the beginning of the game? It was very out there. No, I don't remember. What did he say? What did he say? I actually don't remember. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information with the trial within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? Oh, she's kind of cute. A girl who seems to be included as part of our Class 78. That should be enough to figure out who the girl is. Yeah, it's Mukuro. Okay. I don't see what you're getting at, Byakuya. He told us that our children would have the same mother. Did he say that? I don't remember that. If so, that's pretty funny. His predictions are 30% correct, so that bad ending is actually his prediction coming. That's actually really funny. I don't remember that at all, but that's actually really cool. It's kind of funny that they tied that back together. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? What is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. But the body was gone. We went and looked. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I just suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Kissing. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. I trust Kyoko implicitly. I'm just saying. Byakuya, I like ya. I trust Kyoko with my life. The bookshelf seems real well made. It's filled with files and thick books. Neat. Alright, looks like there's a couple other things in here we can check. This thing we already looked at, right? This was the roster. Student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles of me and everyone met at the beginning. And Mukuro. Mukuro was a new student at Hope's Peak. Mukuro saw part of the Ultimate Despair. But then why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? There's all of this on the ground right here. We stand our ultimate detective, of course. I have Kyoko's back. If Kyoko has one fan, it is me. If Kyoko has no fans, I am dead. Kyoko might be my new... I don't know. It's been tossed between her and Celeste. Celeste might still be my favorite, but I love Kyoko. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. And we're not going to read them? Okay. Oh, it was like the sword that we had. There are trophies and even a sword in the display case. Alright, neat. Who has her own light novel? She has her own light novel. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope, actually. I would 1000% check that out. I think the only place left to look, or places I should say, are the Monokuma room and the dorms. Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck, so you open it. I'm expendable is what she said. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Alright, I mean, screw it, of course we're gonna check. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Goes into how she became a detective. Oh, interesting. Very cool. I'll need to see if I can find that. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. Excuse me. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Oh, snap! It's like a control room. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
What the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a second.
this place is like #1 gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. Yeah, you're kind of right. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some sort of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
It's the mastermind's room, yeah. Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. He was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. Probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Well, hold on. We saw we could check this, too. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now you need to go check out... Okay. Sound like the noise Monokuma makes when he shows up. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Yeah, it's Monokuma. Is that Monokuma? Oh, does it, like, summon him to that location? Oh, interesting. Hey! Rawr! Rawr! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? Oh my god, that's so funny! Oh my god, I love that! That's so funny. What? Oh man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Whoa! My light just fell over. Holy crap. Let me go fix that really fast. That was interesting. Holy crap, that scared the heck out of me. Alright, there we go. Seems like we're good. So yeah, it seems like it's a control center for Monokuma. And you can like summon him wherever you go and stuff. No, I don't want to click on the computers. I want to go back into the room with Aoi. Just to, like, let her know. I don't even know if the game will let me let her know, but it seems like I should let her know. Yeah, okay. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yup, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the Mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? Well, yeah, that was kind of obvious. I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, we've seen this before. The Killing Game began in 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Host Peak since the Killing Game began are those 16 students. Then the Mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. Well, yeah, they kind of have to be. It was pretty obvious at this point. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Not necessarily. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean...
Oh, well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Well, we figured out that stuff. Click. As soon as the door of the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. Oh my god, the hatch! The hatch, the hatch, the hatch! The hatch that was in there. Oh my god, they were hiding in the hatch. I wanted to click on it, but the game wouldn't let me. The freaking hatch, they were hiding in there. What was that? The door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Yup, I knew it. What's up, Mystic? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's your Saturday going? How you doing? When your victim has 0 screen time. Victim? I tried that too, was so annoyed I couldn't check it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Why won't the game let me check this? Oh, well, I'll just check it when we're done with Aoi. And then it kicked me out. It hit as soon as I heard the click, it hit me. I was like, oh, no. Oh, that's so aggravating. I wanted to check it. Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? No, but I was as thorough as the game wanted me to be. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it. I'm so annoyed they wouldn't let me check. Of course that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway. Oh, alright, fine. So whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. I blame Naegi for making decisions for us. True. It doesn't seem like we could have checked if we wanted to, though, because we wouldn't have been able to get it open. Peace! He's gone, but... was he telling the truth? The Mastermind was excuse me. The Mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think about back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. The noise, yeah. Then when I said we should leave... Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. And we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got me all motivated
You got
again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. He took off at a full sprint. I have to do what I can, too. That's the only way forward. Alright, so I think the only place left to check is the second floor dorms. I think besides that, we're good. Right? So where was the way up to the second floor dorms again? I don't remember how to get there. Oh yeah, they were back here. Everyone's reaction and then further reaction. Yeah, I believe it. Because as soon as I heard the noise, it clicked for me. I'll just say the hatch was locked shut and then have a reaction when Monokuma says, "Did you check the hatch?" Yeah, that would probably be easier. That probably would have made it a lot easier. Gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Alright, it's time. What the hell? This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or, no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know how I feel about this. Seems like there's a doorway down here we can check. Frankly, I don't like the reaction mechanic. I'm happy it wasn't in later games. Yeah, it does seem a bit kind of... Like, I get why. It does seem, like, more interactive, but at that point, you just have them just talk to us, you know? Like, I don't really get it. Have you played any of the Zero Escape games before? I've heard of those, but I have never played them before, unfortunately. I'd be interested, though. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. But it's got money in it, and that's what matters most, because money makes the world go round. Open the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Is there anything else we could check? Nope. Well, that sure was worth the trip. I guess let's go check out over here. Wonder if they'll let me go in the girls' bathroom. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to... Boo! Boo! Kodaka and him are friends and now make games together. Oh, that's neat. Did they make the, I think I have it somewhere, actually. Wait. Did they make this one together? I haven't played it yet. The Master Detective Archives game. Did they make that together? I got that for my birthday, but I haven't played it yet. But I thought it was by the same people who made Danganronpa, so maybe it is. Because I've been wanting to play it, I just haven't yet. But it seems really fun. It seems like Danganronpa, but like, but 3D instead. Oh, they did make that one. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, I definitely want to play it eventually. We'll probably play it on the channel. I'd be super down because it seems really fun. I love the character designs in it. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for Host Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Okay. Looks like this locker is already broken. Oh my god, I can check all of them? I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. This must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the lockers on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. I took my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then... Bizzed. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner could open it, which means none of us can do it. What's this on the ground? Oh, no, but there's something in the thing there. Also, Somnium Files? I've never heard of Somnium Files. What's that? Let's see what we can get in there. Are there any lockers that are open? I guess maybe over here? Nope. What about over here? Doesn't seem like we can do anything here yet. We probably need to get, like, a handbook or something. Like, maybe we'll find, like, a former student's handbook or something that we can use. I never heard of Somnium Files, though. Tell me about it. Alright, looks like this is the only way we can go for now. I like the atmosphere of this area a lot. Ooh, this is... Dang, this looks so chill! Wait! Dang, I wish we had access to this sooner. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It's more like a... It has more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
Oh, shoot! Hey, Kyoko, what's up? It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What would that be? Tell me about it, girl. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Alright, I guess we'll just look around then. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. We might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair?
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The Ultimate Despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. Dang, girl, calling out your daddy. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Ooh, that's an unsettling truth bullet. What else do we got here? Oh. Can we check the chair? A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Okay. Can I click on this thing on the table right here? Desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh, cool. Free coins. Nice. Then what else can I click on? Can I not click on that thingy right there? Okay, well, I see the hole in the wall right here, or the gap in the wall, I should say. How to explain it? You're a detective with an AI, an AI eyeball, and you hack into people's dreams to get information and solve a series. That sounds so sick! Wait, that sounds dope as hell! I would absolutely play that. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. It's a secret passageway! A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, it's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about... Oh, shoot! Aw, did he make his password his daughter's name? Aw.
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password? Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Alright, let's give it a go. I swear, this is actually it. Desk is on the computer. Really? I can't just click on the whole thing. I have to click on specifically the computer? You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, it's gonna be right. I'm just calling it now. In that case, here goes nothing. Collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Oh my god, it actually worked! He loved her! Oh, even though he abandoned her, he loved her. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked! That's just gonna make her more angry.
Why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Yeah, we should probably follow behind her. So I don't think we're gonna like what we find in here. Oh, I see that picture in the background. Oh. Hey, Kyoko. May as well not even been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. The present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Well, I'm gonna look at this first. Better check out the... Oh, come on! There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm kind of getting a bad vibe from it, but I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
It is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? What would it be? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took off hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Apparently he doesn't like what he sees. Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Okay. I'm guessing those belong to her dad. Well, Kyoko, we found your dad. Look. At least he's resting in pieces. Oh, shoot. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a brightful, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What do you mean, just as you thought? Man, removed to conform with local and international spoiler laws is the best mastermind. Also, the headmaster is the one who died in the rocket at the beginning of the game. Oh, shoot! Oh, now that all makes sense. So the person who died in that rocket was her dad. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Oh. Have you ever seen that skull before? I don't think I have. I mean, like, I'm assuming it belongs to her dad. Like, these have to be her dad's bones. Oh, I was going to be a bit more tactful with revealing that. I don't remember seeing the skull, honestly. I really don't. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones! Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Might be. It's all good. I don't think that's really a spoiler, so you're good. You can figure it out by noticing that the indent in the skull is exactly the same as the end of the blast-off execution. That was so long ago, I don't remember how it looked at the end. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, like, yeah, I would have eventually put two in. I definitely figured that the bones were her dad's, but I wouldn't have probably put two and two together. That the... Actually, no, maybe eventually I would have thought of it, but definitely not in the moment. Oh, well, I don't think that's that big. I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, I do not remember how the body looked after that. So, I would not have realized, probably. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So the same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's a very polarizing approach. Yeah, we know. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the... Oh, right! Yeah! So her dad was dead before the killing game started. That makes sense now. But the only ones of us who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Makoto Go asked the box for permission to bury his daughter. He might not say no. I mean, physically, he can't say no. So, like, I think Makoto's chilling right now. Or, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. How would she have had plenty of chances? She just opened up this room. That seems like a mistranslation. This was the first time she's been in this room. What would she have had so many chances? I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kyguy detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. That's a truth bullet! Alright, now let's take a look at this. Huh? This picture? Oh, that's so adorable. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? And I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Oh, Kyoko! Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster. That's a truth bullet too? What else can we look at? Let's look at this drawer. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check wherever you want. Are you sure? Okay, then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh? Probably not what she wants to hear right now. Yeah, that's exactly. It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
He couldn't even handle a job like this. He would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Alright, well, the only thing left to check is this desk over here. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you'd like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Oh, it's a handbook! Huh, is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. That might be really helpful. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what this is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko? I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Yeah, it's probably fine.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? Of course, girl, anything for you. A favor, what is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. I know it'll only convenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Oh, poor girl. Kyoko. Don't worry. I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a
I
second.
need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko? You told me before that the relationship you had with your dad, how you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory! And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Poor girl. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. Her father, dude. There's no doubt that the mastermind performed the evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. But now we know that's not true. I mean, technically he was still in the school, just not alive in the school. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is one of us. We've seen this already. 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to that mix and you get 16. Including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. We're just recapping through everybody. Even Mukuro. Allegedly. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Yeah, but I'm still I'm right about the morgue. There were 9 lights lit up. There should be 10. So that means somebody else is still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. Makoto, count the lights, dog. There just has to be. Just count the lights, buddy. Alright, where to now? I guess we could go check those lockers again. Now that we have access to them because of our e-handbook that we got. Let's see what we can find. Wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. The card reader installed in the door. After all, it's pretty similar to the blah blah blah. You have to use your e-handbook. Well, let's just give this a try. Taking my handbook and ran across the card reader. Yep, no luck. Which means none of us can do it. But wait, what about the emergency handbook that I found in the headmaster's room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Took the emergency handbook out and ran that across the card reader, and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. I checked from the left first so it takes less time. Yeah, we'll do that now. We'll do that from now on. Just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? Slipping through the pocketbook, my hand froze when I got to a certain page. Saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. Decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. The Kyoko wrote this! He's willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster. Only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. You got that first try? Just a lucky guess, I guess. What does this all mean? Quickly scan the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among... What? What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. So the second despair means that Mukuro had a partner. We know that. Mukuro for sure had an ally. And this confirms also our theory that this wasn't to trap us in here forever against our will, but rather a way to protect us from something happening in the outside world. We still don't know what, but it probably has something to do with the tragedy thing. But clearly this means that, yeah, we were put here of our own free will. We willingly chose to do this, and we were put here to, like, protect ourselves and survive. There's a second despair is weird, because it makes me think, well, obviously we know that Mukuro has a partner, and that partner has to be one of the 16. One of the 16 students. Because one of the students is still alive. We just don't know for sure who yet. But we can almost be positive that one of the other students is still alive. That has metal on it. Mukuro and remove the despairs. Whoever her partner is. I'm just going to click on all the lockers and see what happens. Seems like this one's usable. Or openable. Let's see what we got here. Oh, what? This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. So we know Kyoko had a locker here. This is giving me Hero vibes. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. No, Makoto. I think it's pretty possible. Is it a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? No, it's not, man. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. The moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. So we all for sure knew each other. We were in class together. We have the roster that proves it. We have our memories that are hazy that prove it. We have these lockers that prove it. We all went to school here together previously. And our memories were messed with. So the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all stuck into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? What it is extremely important. The more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward, and I have to believe in everyone. Is there any other lockers we can check? I don't see anything that might be a clue. Doesn't look like we can get any of these. Did we check this one yet? I don't think we did. Nothing that's a clue. Don't see anything that's a clue. And looks like these are the last ones. Nope. Alright, doesn't look like we can find anything here. I guess let's go back to... Oh, snap! Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
You could say that.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Okay.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
I don't trust this. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, come on, I want to go check on Kyoko! Hey, Hiro. Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! That's ominous. Hiro, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro. It's like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? No, it's not Hiro. There's no shot. We know it has to be a student who was thought to be dead, based on all the evidence I've like, formulated in my brain. Hey, you dumb, stupid bear. What's up? Give me your stupid hint and let me get on my stupid way.
I am Monokuma!
I know your name is Monokuma. Hello, welcome, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This thing right here? Hiro, ultimate mastermind Hiro. He's not just the ultimate clairvoyant, he's the ultimate mastermind. This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. When I was telling about the UFO and the burger, oh man, I was just pretending to be stupid. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What's it gonna be? What I found was a single photograph. What? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 people in this photograph. So that would lead me to believe Makoto took this picture. Featured a bunch of faces that I've come to know. It was everyone who had come to Post Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. Yeah, that's Mukuro. She's the only one I don't recognize. You've seen her picture. You know what she looks like. That's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byaku and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... That's Mukuro. What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? Even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird, weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Makoto, you're not in the picture, dog. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture. Why is... Okay. This might be me reading into things, but this game doesn't do things without a reason. Why is Taka blocking Junko's face? Interesting. Yeah, looks like chat agrees with me. Taka, what the hell, man? You're blocking Junko's face. Exactly. This game doesn't do things without a reason. It doesn't do things without a reason. normally you might be like, oh, it's just Taka doing a salute or something. It's not important. But why is it blocking Junko's face conveniently? Interesting. We'll just leave it there for now, that's all. You've literally become one with the game. He's saluting is all. Who y'all trying to convince, me or you? I have an idea. So that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But this picture is real. Then that could mean, could it be? Everyone else and just me. Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So I mean, get out! But... I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I give you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Oh, he freaked out again. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Group photos been added to Truth Bowl section. That's gonna be extreme. Fiora, can you stop like running through all my wires, please? No, no, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're fine. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. I'm assuming that was the point. I don't think this was a hint. I think it's to throw us off. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together... Yeah, obviously he put together a fake... I don't think it's fake, but I'm pretty sure he gave you the photo to confuse you. But it looks real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. What's up, Mr. Matt VR? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's your Saturday going? Alright, I just want to take a peek at something for no particular reason. Oh, I don't get access to Mukuro? Oh yeah, the rock, let's go. Where is she? Oh, it's black and white, dang it. I had an idea. But I don't think I can tell right now. Not here though? Ah, dang, I thought I had a good idea. I don't think I can right here though. That stinks. Alright, looks like Byaku's in the archives. Anybody on the first floor vibing? No. You have everything you need though? I'm pretty sure I've got this figured out. I'm pretty sure I got this figured out. I do have everything I need for what I want to do. And what do I need to do then? Don't tell me, but like I'm pretty sure I have this whole thing figured out. I have a good idea. We play the other 3 Danganronpa games after? Probably. I have the second one already, so I might as well play it eventually. I'll probably take a bit of a break in between this one and the next one, but I definitely want to play it. What's up, Byakugan? They're a bunch of investigate. I'm trying to talk to Byakuya. Oh, hey, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya.
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Because I'm pretty sure he was, dog. Is anybody else here we can find? Nobody on the 3rd floor. Nobody on the 4th. Seems like everybody's on the 5th floor. So there's Toko. There's Hero. So let's go check them out, I guess. What do you think is happening? So this is what I'm thinking. So here's what I'm thinking. I decided to visit Biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got in there is Genocide. Oh, nope. I thought it was going to be Genocide Jill. Dang it. Was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Wait, what? Why would she do that? Toko, are you okay? No, no, she's not dead, is she? Yeah! I'll explain what I think is happening in a minute. It's cold. It's like so super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? Like I was asleep? I like must have fainted again. I bet you were like standing there staring at me like getting all excited, like weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Like hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Dear God, can we drop this please? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know, like last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right, your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We like share some basic knowledge, but like our memories are very much separate. I love this character so much. And don't like say it's like a bad thing, it's a blessing as like as far as I'm concerned. Because even if like she forgets something, I like totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory's been added to the truth bullets. But all I like want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know, I'm sure Byakuya's around here somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so.
I'm a
I knew it! I like totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even like imagine how lonely he must be right now. Best character. Genocide Jack should offer eerie laughter echoing behind her. Until I forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Yeah, let's check this really fast. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
How long were you standing there? She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It
it's
would seem...
a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she fainted.
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Oh! Okay, this might confirm everything I think. Mukuro's corpse. Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the Mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The Mastermind did it, because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. Actually, none of us did because it blew up.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm gonna find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the Mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna break down what I think is going on here. So, first major thing we got is the lights. Obviously, there should be, in theory, 10 lights lit up for the 10 dead students. Being Sayaka, Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Celeste, Hifumi, Taka, Sakura, Mukuro. There should be 10 dead students, so there should be 10 lights lit up. Because of that, since that math doesn't check out, we only have 9 lights right here. So one person among those 10 is not really dead. That's Exhibit A. We know that. I'm like 99% sure that's correct. One of those 10 is not really dead. Because if they were, there would be 10 bodies in here, and that would guarantee one of the 6 of us remaining was the Mastermind. So I think this completely exonerates Kyoko, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, and Hina for sure. None of them can be the Mastermind because of this specific fact. For another thing, we have the spear marks that were found all over Mukuro's body, or the wounds as the game put it. But instantly when I heard that, I thought the spears that Junko had been stabbed with. So, what I think is the Mastermind used the Junko's body, the cadaver, as their dead body to set up Makoto and Kyoko for the killing game. However, what's weird with that whole situation is the tattoo that was on Mukuro's hand, or what we assume to be Junko. So because of that, because it says that she had a tattoo of the Fenrir thing, so maybe that body that was used there isn't actually Junko's, but it is Mukuro's. Maybe Junko and Mukuro are the despair peoples, are the two despair people, the ultimate despair people working together. And maybe, based on everything we've seen so far, especially, again, I think this might be metagaming a little bit, but the fact that Taka was saluting and covering up Junko's face makes me think that maybe she has something identifiable on her face that differentiates her from looking like Mukuro. Like, because maybe Mukuro did something and, like, looked like Junko. This is where my theory kind of falls apart a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Because why else would the game wouldn't just, like, cover up her face for no reason? There has to be something that's different regarding her face. Like, do you see what I mean? If so, the watch order is Danganronpa 1, 2, Ultra Despair Girls, and 3. Oh, V3. Okay. Opinion on Yasuhiro. Not a hero fan. I don't really like him. He's probably one of my least favorite characters in the game. Sorry. Isn't Juko, like, confirmed dead? Like, didn't Makoto himself confirm she was dead? Also, don't they show that Mukuro's wounds look like they aren't confirmed to be stab wounds either? But, hold on. So, I just want to see something. Oh my god! That confirms it. Oh my god, that confirms it. Look at the height and weight. Oh my god, look at the height and weight. It said that Mukuro was 5'7" and 97 pounds. How tall is Junko apparently? 5'7" and 97 pounds. Mukuro and Junko were working together, and Mukuro disguised herself, I'm guessing, as Junko, and died. She was killed by the spears, which explains the wounds all over Mukuro's body. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I've got it. It's Junko. Junko's the mastermind. She's still alive. She's not really dead. Oh my god, I think I've got it. I'm like 99% sure I'm right. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't notice that before. Oh, as soon as the game said her measurements, I should have checked it. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Holy crap, that's so sick. Oh my god, I love that you can figure it out if you do that research. That's so dope. Will it tell me more here? Maybe it's because of how I look, but nice guys never want to talk to me. I think Makoto gets me, though. Maybe I should introduce him to one of my... Oh, that doesn't seem important. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so freaking sick. So Mukuro was Junko. Because those are Mukuro's measurements on Junko's body. Unless they are exactly the same height, weight, everything. Which seems somewhat unlikely. Then those are Mukuro's measurements on Junko. Which explains the wounds that were all... Like, we confirm the victim is Mukuro Ikusaba. And the stab wounds that were all over the victim's body are the spears that speared Junko. But Junko was actually Mukuro. Oh my god. That is wild. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. This has to be correct. I'm kind of annoyed that the game, like, did the whole, like, Taka salute thing to cover up specifically Junko's face. Because that's what for sure made me think something was amiss. But seeing all of this now and confirming everything, like, if I would have checked this, I would have probably come to the idea myself. I just don't know if I would have been as, like, forthgoing about checking it, you know? So, but I'm like 99% sure I'm correct. That is so sick that the answer is literally hiding in your report card that you probably never checked. Oh my god, that's so dope. think maybe before next stream, check the character introductions for everyone. I think this is what you meant, right? At least my least favorite is Hifumi. My favorite in the entire series, Yasuhiro. I'm happy that you like Yasuhiro. I honestly hate him. So I told you everything you needed. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god, that's so freaking sick. Check chest measurements. I don't remember what the chest measurements are. I remember the height and weight, but I don't remember the like body measurements. Because I remember Makoto joking, "What? Do you want me to tell you if she has a nice body?" But that's it. But Junko was killed by Monokuma herself. Why would they kill their partner? That's what I don't know yet. I have no idea why they did that. I have no clue why they did that. Like, actually zero clue. But they did for some reason. Excuse me. I have zero clue as to why that happened, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Junko's the mastermind and killed Junko, aka Mukuro. Everything matches up. The missing extra corpse, the measurements for Junko measuring with Mukuro's profile. There being multiple ultimate despairs. There were 2 of them according to the pocketbook Kyoko had. The whole Taka covering up her face, probably like covering up something important regarding her appearance. This is the only conclusion, is that Mukuro was disguised as Junko and was killed by the mastermind, who was also Junko. God, this game is weird. Wait, I've come to a conclusion. Haven't you played this game before? So how can you come to a conclusion? If you know all the games and you like know all the characters, how can you come to a conclusion when you've already played the games? I don't know how that's possible. If Junko and Mukuro were lookalikes, they're twin sisters. I don't know about that. I just think maybe they look alike. Like, they don't even have to look alike. Makeup and wigs are a thing. Like, I could put a wig on and I'm not that much taller than 5'7". I could put a wig on and some makeup and maybe I could pass for Junko. I don't know. No, they have different last names. Yeah. Either way, I think they're working together, or they were working together. Because I don't remember anything about this game. I'm old and dementia. I don't know if I believe that, Chief. So how about we don't make conclusions if you've already played the game? Because I haven't. This is my first time playing this. So how about we don't come to conclusions that might be spoilers? Sound good? Cool. Holy crap, though. That is wild. Alright, is Kyoko done? Are you done with the body? She asked Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. I mean the one about a hint or something. I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. Also, didn't Mukuro attack Makoto in chapter 2 or 3 when he went to the hidden room in the bathroom? Yeah, but that's easily explained as it was just Junko. Like, why else would they need a mask? If we didn't know what Mukuro looked like, why would they need to wear a mask? But we know what Junko looks like. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm dead on with this. Like, Mukuro wouldn't need to wear a mask because we wouldn't know she was even here. But Junko, on the other hand, we knew what Junko looked like. So she would need to wear a mask if she was going around the school. That's a good point. Junko's hair is too big. It's a mask. It can cover your hair. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I love how the mastermind doesn't attack Kyoko when she goes to the hidden room, just Makoto things. True. She really had it out for us. I should ask Kyoko about that. Yeah, we tried that already. It didn't work. Then again, when they put Yasuhiro under the robot suit and he has huge hair. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a mask. Like, there are wrestlers who wear masks all the time that have long hair. Like, you can fit it all in there. You just gotta stuff it in. Like, it's doable. It's a mask. It's supposed to cover up everything. It's a fridge meant for storing the bodies. Can't do it. I can't look inside. Already looked through this. Do I have to leave? I can't leave things the way they are right now. What do I need to do? What does the game want me to do? Ah, it's the same as when I found the garden tool shed. If I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. That's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Oh, well, that's what I need to do. Cool. Kyoko! Are you done? Oh my god, what do I have to do?
Because...
Also, Junko is a fashionista. What good does it starting a game like this do for her? Well, Mukuro's the ultimate soldier, but she has the nickname the Ultimate Despair, and it says there's more than one Ultimate Despair, so Mukuro and Junko combined are the Ultimate Despair. So Junko is not just the ultimate fashionista, she's also the Ultimate Despair. She has 2 ultimates. You can scan for the environment for all the things you can click. Yeah, I probably should do that. Oh, I've checked these over here. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9? 9 lights? I know I'm right, dude. It makes perfect sense in my brain. Junko seems too materialistic to kill. She'd probably get killed. I don't think that's a fair assumption to make because so does Celeste, but she killed Hifumi. Like, she's very materialistic, but she killed Hifumi. Like, I don't think that's a necessary defense to make on this. Oh, she's done. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, so that also confirms it. The actual cause of death were the multiple wounds across her body, which would be from when she got speared multiple times when she was in the gym and got killed by Monokuma. The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Guys, don't swerve from this pack. We need to keep him on the Junko red herring. Then bam, you would expect Leon to emerge from the pile of baseballs. I hope so. I would be so happy if that happened. I would actually be ecstatic if that happened. The victim had been stabbed with a single time with a knife, which had been completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Leon got hit in the crotch by those baseballs. Ouch, that does sound very painful. Old wounds. It makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days, baby? I'm so freaking good! What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
To be honest, how would they get Mondo even into the refrigerated butter? I mean, I feel like that'd be the easiest one. Just throw the tin of butter into the fridge and you're good. It's nice and chilled. That way, hey, nobody wants warm room temperature butter, right? They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Oh man, that would have been amazing. That's a really funny image to think of. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for sure. Just open all the fridges, there's just one that has butter in it. Yo, true. Oh my god, dead body, dead body. Ooh, I can save that for my toast later. Kyoko's account's down to the truth bullets.
Hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31. Oh, okay, so it did say she had a 31 chest. So everything lines up. That is too much of a coincidence to not be important and intentional. Did I get that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
Don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. I love being right. I love being right. I don't think that Sakura could fit in that same same with Afumi. Yeah, it'd be a tight squeeze. They kind of packed them in a little bit. They packed them in tight like a Tupperware container.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
And looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. Why would they put Mado in the freezer that's ruining the butter? Maybe it doesn't say it's for sure a freezer. It says it's more of a refrigerator. So maybe it would keep the butter nice and chill. Celeste in the fridge would just be frozen ashes with a fire truck? Probably. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Oh, hold on. Still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. The picture. Oh no, the pocketbook. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko? I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then. Out with it. Do you really not seen your dad even once since you got here? What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms? I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it might be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What?
What?
If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. That is true. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Taka would just spout out of the fridge like, "You're supposed to be at the gym at 8 a.m., Makoto!" True. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. And it says, Class number 78, Urgent Interviews.
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have any time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever been before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burn with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's no understating it, I guess. She let a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only one ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. Got that DVD from Kyoko. Should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world, I can't afford to lose. Yeah. Alright, let's go check this out. So the AV room was on the first floor? Right? Yeah. Let's go see what's up with this. Turn around, Makoto. There you go, buddy. Alright, let's see what's up with this video. I'm sure only good things can come from this. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. In the trash room, you can see the rocket that was used to execute Kyoko's dad. Yeah, we noticed it. Well, then I better take a look. Took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. It stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Oh, snap. Sayaka! Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Then, are you ready to begin?
Oh, snap. The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. That has to be Kyoko's dad. It's the headmaster. It's the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much.
I'll try.
Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school.
There's the confirmation, baby. We got it.
Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? Accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe.
Yeah, that didn't go well, did it?
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy,
Is the headmaster.
I give you my word.
Oh, snap. That's the confirmation we need. We were not forced to stay in here. We were at this school previously, and we willingly chose to do this. We agreed to it. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? And as I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. Chihiro was clacking at that keyboard in the fridge. The video that was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes started back. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. It's gonna be us. We're next. Yup! I knew it! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto.
It's the ultimate imposter!
I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like
Now,
this.
shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Oh snap. This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
So this 1000% wasn't to keep us locked in, but to keep something else out and keep us safe.
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Oh my god, the lore is finally falling into place. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeat the same scene again and again with the others. Are we gonna see Kyoko? Oh, no, Byakuya. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Her father. Kyoko, your dad is bad at making promises. Damn! When he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player had itself apparently turned off. Monokuma? Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oh, you stupid bear. Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anytime, anywhere. That's what failure is, right? You stupid bear. Failure my butt. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my unique ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? No kidding, you dum-dum. What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... interview DVD's been added to truth bullets. Ooh, is it time? Is it time? Is it tickety-wiggity time?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
I think it's time.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
Sounds like Kingdom Hearts again.
There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is a promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
Shut up, you stupid bear.
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's time to end this. Trial time now. The trial of Mukuro Ukasaba, the ultimate best girl. Oh, in despair, I guess. It's about to begin again. The class trial is about to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay, then. This is the end. Alright. With that, we're going to save the class trial for next stream. And that'll be the end of what I'm assuming we'll probably finish it next time. That'll be the end of our playthrough of Danganronpa. So we're going to pause right here. We're going to pause right here. I'm going to actually save right now before I forget. And we're going to wrap this up, and we will be back again most likely tomorrow for probably the finale of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. If you would not mind, I'd appreciate if you'd leave a like on it. It helps me out a ton, helps me get some more exposure. I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We're currently on our way to 250 subscribers. I'd really appreciate if you could help me out with that. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was nice getting to hang out with y'all. It was nice to get my lore out there. It was nice to just kind of chat and have a little gaming session with y'all. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next stream. It'll be tomorrow when we finish this. Goodbye.